So we are returning to the Aug, and today we are going to turn the Aug into a H-bar. I was pretty much making a H-bar previously, but that wasn't what I actually was going for when I put the longer barrel on. Today we're actually going to build the Aug H-bar, but there is something that is out of my control that I can't add to this weapon. However, the Aug did get a buff, so it's definitely going to be a weapon that is utilized a lot more, and that's why I've chose to do this build for you guys today, because I'm from what I'm seeing, a H-bar is going to be perfect for the update. So we're going to start with the barrel. It's the most obvious thing to turn this into a H-bar, and that is the 622mm long barrel. As you can see, increases your damage range, bullet velocity, and your recoil control. Now, your aim down sight speed will suffer, and so will your movement speed. But we're going to do a few things to try and adapt to that anyway. So we're not going to put any type of optic on this. We're going to use the iron sights. In terms of stock, already to increase that movement speed to counteract what we've just done with the long barrel, we're going to put the ultralight hollow on, and this will increase your movement speed, but you will lose a bit in terms of aim stability. But in terms of aim stability, we are going to attach the Ranger for, is it the Ranger that I'm putting on? No, it's going to be the Operator foregrip for recoil control, but just a slight loss in aim down sight speed, but no penalization in terms of movement. And then we're going to put on, in terms of the ammunition, the 5.56 NATO rounds, but we're going big with this one, as we're turning this into technically an LMG. We're going for the 60 round drum. Now, I would put on a compensator just to again control the recoil on this particular weapon, but if you want to, you can swap that out for the likes of sleight of hand. If you really want to go for that, it's entirely up to you. In fact, we're going to go for sleight of hand because we don't want too much penalization in terms of attachments, so that's what we're going to pop on this, and that is basically our H-bar. As I've stated to you guys, there is no way you can put a bipod on, which would make this a true Aug H-bar. And for those of you who want the more reminiscent version from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Infinity Ward have let you down, guys, and have let me down because I really wanted to put it on. If there was ever a weapon you could show me a silhouette of and I would recognize it instantly, it's going to be the Aug. So that is your Aug H-bar. So here is that gorgeous H-bar setup. As you know, we've got the setup that I've just created. For my secondary, I use a RPG for this one. You can use a launcher because quite evidently you could use this to shoot down air support. That's why we've gone for cold-blooded, so we can't be detected by VTOLs and stuff, so we can move freely, shoot them down if we wish. So feel free to switch out the RPG for a rocket launcher, or if you're spot on with the RPG and you manage to hit your shots in the sky with the likes of a VTOL warship, then you're going to be nice, really, aren't you? So we'll wait for that rude interruption there by Sean, and we'll go over to Ghost, which is what I'm going to use on this one to keep us off the actual map. And then we're going to use Amped because this allows you to swap over to rocket launchers quicker and over to your weapons quicker. So this is almost our anti-air best class setup for this particular weapon. As you can see, a very, very effective Aug H-bar, although it be with no bipod. So the beautiful Aug H-bar minus the bipod. So we're going to see how this shoots. The mobility does not seem that bad at all. It's definitely slower than the SMG, but for what would be considered an LMG, it definitely isn't bad at all. And you can see in terms of the recoil, not bad. Whoa, that sleight of hand works really well. You probably could get rid of sleight of hand on this actually. In terms of recoil, oh come on, that is very, very reasonable. It takes a long time for it to get up there, so you're going to be able to manage this weapon really easy. The fact that you've got 60 in a magazine and you can flick out your mag like that so quickly is insane. Hip fire, delicious. I think I'm going to be using this weapon quite a lot, actually. So guys, that is our Aug Hbar class setup. Take full advantage if you haven't got this ranked up yet. This weekend is double weapons XP as well as double XP, so it's the perfect opportunity for you guys to rank this weapon up, and trust me, you will not be disappointed in game. I understand that I have utilized bots in this, but that's just the easiest way for me to do testing without people shooting me in the back, just to show you the attributes of the weapon. So I've continued that from my Gunsmith guides. If you do want to actually see some gameplay with this, I will implement it into one of my next videos. So guys, there are many buttons you can hit, but a like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy, and as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.